Welcome to Freaky Fauna Friday, where every Friday we take a little time and explore some of the freaks of nature from around the planet we cherish so deeply. So please, jump aboard and let's explore the wilds together. Welcome back to Freaky Fauna Friday. I am the great and peaceful Mr. E.
And I'm Jay. And it feels so good to be back on this lovely Friday.
It's just so nice.
It is, you know? It is.
So we're going to go down to the warm, tropical oceans of the world.
Ooh, we need that Mother Earth's warm embrace today. Because it's a little chilly and we're a little under the weather. But that's okay. You know why? Because it's Friday. Freaky Fauna Friday.
Freaky Fauna Friday.
So we're flying down to the Caribbean, eh?
I guess.
Is that what you said?
I just said the warm tropical oceans of the world.
Oh, I guess I just assumed.
I mean, the Caribbean is a part, but not the part.
That's just what popped in my head, apparently.
Excuse me. Yeah, we both are sick. All right. You ready for this week's Freaky Fauna Friday?
Yeah.
Fried egg jellyfish.
Fried egg?
Mm-hmm.
Jellyfish?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like fried eggs.
And we'll get to why they're called fried egg jellyfish. Because you give them an egg, they'll fry it.
That sounds like they'd go well with flying toast.
Oh, I was going to say bacon fish.
Oh, okay.
Fried egg jellyfish are free-swimming ocean animals with bright yellow domes and trailing tentacles. Also known as egg yolk jellyfish, they come from the phylum Cineridae, which encompasses over 11,000 animals. The jellyfish family.
That's a big family.
It is a big family.
A lot of Christmas cards.
Huh?
A lot of Christmas cards.
Yeah, and their families found all the way up from the upper atmosphere to the deepest parts of the ocean.
Ain't that the truth?
Fried egg jellyfish can be found throughout the open ocean at depths up to 65 feet. Some prefer warm waters of the Atlantic and the Mediterranean, while others typically are found in the deep water basins of the Pacific Ocean.
So all up and down the water column, huh?
Mm-hmm. They most of the time they're found in the shallow depths of warm water. Like I said, 165 feet is kind of in shallower is kind of where you see them. These guys are on the surface a lot, or very like within a couple feet of the surface. Their lifespan is only about 6 months. They complete their life cycle in about 6 months.
That's not very long.
Jellyfish are like that.
Pretty fast.
Yeah, pretty fast. Live fast, die young, leave a pretty corpse.
They say it's better to burn out than to fade away.
Like I said, most of the time it's going to be the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and the Mediterranean Sea. So the water.
Yeah, basically.
That was a joke because it's just like...
Oh, yeah, the water.
Between the Pacific and the Atlantic.
Salt water.
Yeah, as long as it's not... The only sea that's bigger is like the Antarctic Sea.
Yeah.
So just not that one. But there's like 10 people down there. Like I said, their light yellow bell surrounded by a transparent white tissue. So that's their swimming part. But their bell is like a dark yellow or orange with a white bell with a white skirt around it.
So it looks like a sunny side up.
They really look like an egg.
Yeah.
Like a fried egg in a pan. Top speed is unknown. Number of species is 2. And they have no conservation status. That does not mean they don't need one. It means they've never been evaluated. Jellyfish are very hard. These guys are pretty rare. A lot of times they're just inhabited by divers, run into by divers. These 2 species of jellyfish are often referred to as fried egg jellyfish, are from different families. Phylocorpia, Camptassura, and Cytorhizae-tuberculata.
So there's 2 separate jellyfish?
That fall under the fried egg jellyfish moniker.
Wow. Okay.
Fried egg jellyfish have a spotted or smooth yellow dome surrounded by this white or mostly transparent cilia. So that's that white skirt they're wearing. Like all jellyfish, they have trailing tentacles. They can range from very short to nearly 20 feet long.
Wow, that's pretty long.
The body of the jellyfish is made up of 2 cell layers, the external epidermis and the internal gastrodermis. Between these layers is the metagora.
Whoa.
This is the jelly-like material that makes up 90% of the jellyfish's body.
Wow, I never heard that term before.
That's the first time I've ever really looked into what it was called.
Yeah. Oh, good to know.
They are drift swimmers. They basically drift the ocean to catch prey with their tentacles. Their tentacles are adapted to sting prey and potential predators, such as sea turtles and seabirds. Though their life cycle, jellyfish transmits between two body forms, the medusa and the polyps. The polyps look like somewhat like jellyfish turned upside down. And this stage, okay. So I'll break this down for you. And I've explained to you how jellyfish reproduce.
Right, yep.
So males and female jellyfish release sperm and egg into the water column. They meet and form what's called a zygote.
Okay.
The zygote will attach to a rock or something on the bottom of the ocean most of the time and start forming what looks like flowers on top. The flowers will become jellyfish, so that's the upside down jellyfish they're talking about.
The polyps.
Yeah, and kick them off. And sometimes, depending on the species, there'll be multiple on the same thing.
Oh, okay.
So one zygote can make many babies. Some species, it's only one. So yeah, after the eggs are fertilized, they develop into this free-swimming larva, and they become the polyps. And then the medusa stage is the jellyfish, the adult stage.
Okay.
Head full of tentacles,
Right, yeah. The typical jellyfish.
Excuse me. Now here's interesting facts for you. I can say I'm losing my voice.
How about freaky fauna facts?
Freaky fauna facts. Here's one I put in there just for everybody. Jellyfish aren't fish.
There you go. You heard it here first.
Yeah. So the word fish, they have jellyfish in them. It more is, just referencing aquatic.
That they're in the water.
Crayfish aren't, they aren't fish.
Right, yes.
Jellyfish don't have fins, gills, or scales. They can come from a completely different phylum. Really, the only thing they have in common with fish is that they are in the ocean.
Fair enough.
All right, next one. They don't have a brain.
Oh, okay.
So they lack a heart, stomach, and many other organs we're familiar with. They do have a nerve system. Jellyfish don't process a brain in the same way we typically think of. Instead, they have a network of neurons that allow them to sense different aspects of the environment, like change in water, chemistry, direction, and so on.
So their whole body's basically the brain then.
They have clusters of nerves. They have nerves over their whole body.
Yeah.
And they have clusters of neuron bundles.
So those act as the brain, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's very different than any brain structure of any animal with a true brain.
Is there no thinking involved? It's all basically reaction to environment?
There's still a lot of tests going. Excuse me. They do. So shoreline jellyfish have to maneuver. If they touch anything, they just explode, basically. So they have to maneuver shoreline environments, like mangrove roots and stuff like that. So in labs, some species like moon jellyfish and stuff like that have to dodge things, and we don't really know how they're doing that. So is it thinking or is it reaction? We don't, we're still
just sensing.
very, very understudied.
Yeah.
Jellyfish are 95% water.
What's the other 5%? The air?
Jelly material.
Oh, okay.
No, muscles, nerve cells, the jelly material we talked about, which the jelly material makes up most of that 5%.
Huh. Well, wouldn't that jelly material, you think, be made up of water? Mostly?
It's mostly made of water. I'm talking about the membrane itself.
Oh, okay.
That's holding the structure together.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
You want some more?
Oh, absolutely.
The jellyfish are among the oldest animals on Earth.
Okay.
True animals. Fossils dating back to the Cambrian period suggest that jellyfish are at least 500 million years old, which makes them 3 times older than dinosaurs, if not more.
Was that the Cambrian explosion?
Was after jellyfish.
Was after jellyfish.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So these guys are old.
Yeah, they were just hanging out. Nobody was in the ocean.
Yeah, just them. How'd they know what fried eggs looked like back then?
The fried eggs mimic them.
Ah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Like I said earlier, two different... Oh, go ahead.
I would say, what came first, the chicken or the fried egg?
Jellyfish.
Fried egg jellyfish, yeah.
Fried egg jellyfish.
That's right.
Came before the descendants of... ancestors of the chicken.
I guess what came first? Not the chicken, but the fried egg jellyfish or the egg?
Fried egg jellyfish.
There you go.
2 different species, like I said, have the same name. The first one is... Oh, gosh. I can't even... They both refer to fried jellyfish. I said their names earlier. Go back and listen.
Right, yep.
Bright yellow domes, like I said, surrounded by this white skirt. The Phyllochloropia are large jellyfish that can be found in the ocean worldwide. The bells can grow up to 2 foot in diameter. and they have 16 clusters of tentacles. They can stretch as long as 20 feet. They typically sit motionless in the ocean, acting as underwater spider webs to catch their prey.
Ooh, cool.
The other species has really, really short appendages with dark purple colorations. These are much smaller than the other species and most commonly found in the Mediterranean Sea. This jellyfish are more apt to move through the ocean and slowly pulse their bell to search for prey. So the big guy is an ambush predator. The guy with the purple dots is the more active predator.
I gotcha. So there's differences.
Yeah. And the purple dots are about
even though
the
they look
easiest.
the same.
The purple dots are about the easiest way. The bells look identical.
Right, yep.
But when you look underneath them, one has like the typical long jellyfish body. The other one has much shorter tentacles with these big purple spots in them.
Kind of reminds me of from SpongeBob, the jellyfish. You know, the jellyfish, the one he's always hunting for?
Yeah.
With the shorter things, the spots.
So unlike most seafaring animals, these guys seem to be adapting well to climate change.
Oh.
They're actually becoming detrimental in some areas.
What do you mean? Like they're taking over?
Yeah.
Okay.
That they're benefiting, but to a level that is making the extinction of other species go much quicker.
Okay. We need more sea turtles to eat them.
Like I said, unlike most creatures, these species of jellyfish don't seem to have a hard time with climate change. In fact, they're thriving in it. According to some experts, jellyfish populations are expected to rise, if not explode. This is because they can survive on way less oxygen than most marine creatures, even plankton. The oxygen levels are lowering in the ocean. We've talked about that too with like the acidification of some ocean areas.
Uh-huh.
That's also dropping the O2 layer.
Okay.
When your corals, very, very susceptible because they can't leave.
Right. They're stuck there.
And some of those coral species are 10 or 12,000 years old.
Right.
Individuals.
What are they going to do? Walk away?
Jellyfish are expected to outlive most species on Earth.
I can see that. I mean, they were always here.
They just do not care.
Yeah. So I feel like they're always going to be here.
Like, I love the hermit crab, evolution. No thanks, man. I'm good.
And jellyfish.
The shirt.
Oh, right. Because everything goes into a crab.
Not hermit crabs. Sorry, horseshoe crabs.
Yeah.
They've never changed.
Oh, the horseshoe crab. Sorry. I thought you were talking about, what's that word?
Carcinization.
Carcinization, but not that, no.
No, horseshoe crabs never changed.
They've been around forever. It's a good body plan, apparently.
They are 411, I think. So these guys got about 90 million years on horseshoe crabs.
That's a little bit, so. Just a little bit.
That's half as long as the dinosaurs were around. They catch prey with their tentacles, and they also attack predators with them. But yeah, there you go. There's that. They don't often travel in groups. This species. Now it's called jellyfish floats.
Okay.
If you see a group of jellyfish, it can be called a school, but most of the time it's called a float. They're often seen in large bodies or large groups of jellyfish floating through the ocean. These creatures are fairly solitary animals. They typically only come together when they are following the same warm currents or food sources. However, when they are found in a group, like I said, they're fun names. Float is one. A smack is another. A swarm or a bloom.
Okay. All those make sense except the smack.
Well, because you get hit with a jellyfish from the waves.
Okay, yeah. And it explodes.
Oh, and then just stinging tentacles.
Yeah.
Most jellyfish reproduce asexually. A single jellyfish will reproduce both sexually and asexually in its lifetime. During the Medusa form, jellyfish produce sexually by spawning eggs and or sperm into the ocean, and fertilization takes place in open water. However, jellyfish reproduce in the polyparm form as well. So they still are reproducing when they're babies.
Wow, okay.
But like I said, that's the budding thing.
Oh, okay.
So that single organism is making clones of itself.
Of itself, right, yeah.
Yeah. Their lifespan's less than a year. These guys are very, very short-lived jellyfish. I think we've covered the immortal jellyfish on the show before. These are the exact opposite.
They have a short lifespan.
They have a short lifespan. The immortal jellyfish lives forever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so like I said, most scientists agree in about 6 months they complete their life cycle.
That's so fast.
And that's also why they explode in population.
Right, yeah.
If the food's there, they will just explode. These guys are edible. A lot of people eat jellyfish. Not all jellyfish are edible, though. People living off the coast of China have been eating this jellyfish since the 17th century.
Oh, okay.
In fact, there's estimated to be more and more people that turn to jellyfish as we overfish our desirable fish species. It's not great because We talked about jelly balls, which are a type of jellyfish.
Right, yep.
And they're catching those because that's all they can catch.
Well, that's not good.
No.
That's not good at all.
My last little freaky fun fact for you is fried egg jellyfish are often known to have small crabs and fish hiding inside them.
Oh, okay.
So occasionally crabs and small fish will tuck themselves into the underside of the jellyfish's bell. Crabs have even been able to plant themselves on top of the bell, away from the jellyfish's stingers.
So they're just hanging out on them.
They're using them as bodyguards.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's tons of species of fish, like great trevally babies, which is just a big fish, but their babies are immune to certain species of jellyfish sting.
Okay.
So they'll hit inside the bell of the jellyfish and they'll swim and wear them like a suit.
Oh, why not then? Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there's fried egg jellyfish have been seen having like a bunch of crabs and stuff on them and the little fish.
So are the crabs immune to them or something?
They're not immune to them. They just know what part's stingy.
Wow. Okay.
And there's a couple like pipefish that are immune to jellyfish stings, and they actually have a symbiotic relationship where they lure predator fish into the jellyfish's tentacles, and then they get to eat the leftovers.
Oh, okay.
So this predator tries to grab them. They swim into the tentacles,
and then they get got.
Yeah, that's a very similar thing with a close cousin of jellyfish, like not sea urchins. Oh, I just forgot sea anemones, which is just an upside down jellyfish.
Basically,
when you really look at them, they're upside down jellyfish.
A less mobile one.
No, they can swim.
Oh, they can?
They can hop off and they'll swim like that. They'll swim like a banana.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you don't know that?
I guess not.
Their mouth's in the middle, but like they have to you see it in Finding Nemo. The clownfish have to rub on the stingers every day to keep their immunity.
Oh, okay. Is that why they basically live in them?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they also guard them from like butterfly fish, which eat sea anemones tentacles. Like they'll rip off the tentacles and eat them. So, well, yeah, it's symbiotic. They can hide from most predators with them. They scare the little fish off that eat them, and they get food scraps.
Wow.
And it's even been seen, I believe, the other way. They've seen clownfish feeding their sea anemone.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, why not? I mean, if it's going to take care of you, take care of it.
And Nemo's dad, well, one of them, after they would have died, would have turned into a female.
Really?
Yeah, they switch genders. Their little schools are like one big female dominated, so the biggest clownfish will be a female.
Huh. So that would have been Nemo's dad.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they didn't share that part in the story.
No, they didn't get there.
That might be the third one.
Nemo 3.
Right, yeah.
Finding Marlin.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, it's been the fried egg jellyfish. This is one that Emily suggested, so thank you, Emily.
Yeah, thank you. Fried egg jellyfish.
Yeah. Any questions about the fried egg jellyfish?
I still don't want to eat one. It may look appetizing.
I'm
not frying one up.
From the people I know that have eaten them, just have said, not a fried egg jellyfish specifically, but jellyfish, they don't taste like anything.
Okay.
They're water. I mean,
yes, you're
the membrane part, like I said, they are only 5% body.
Right, yeah.
For their big volume they take up. And then the most of that is
jelly.
Yeah,
and
flavorless
stingers.
jelly and stingers.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
There are stingless jellyfish.
Okay.
At least to us, like their tentacles are so little and stuff like that, and their venom's so weak that, like, I think it's lunar jellyfish or moon jellies are ones you can swim with, and you be in like a school of like 50,000 of them,
and you're fine.
Yeah. But yeah, what's the words of peace to go into the week?
Well, it's getting cold out there, and just do our best to stay warm. We just had our Thanksgiving recently, so remember to give thanks and be appreciative of what we got, and always try to look at the bright side.
And remember, God loves you, and we do too. All right, guys. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Freaky Fauna Friday. If you want to help the podcast grow, remember to share and give it a 5-star review.